and a miss. The Mets win the ball game. Like they used to say in the past, put in the books, and the Mets win the ball game. Let's go, Mets. Let's go. Let's go, Mets. A really big win by the Mets. Big win. They lost the first game of this series. The Mets lost the first game of this series. And people were panicking. Met fans were panicking. But the Mets, you know, they regain composure. They keep it cool. And the Mets win the next 3 games of this series. They got an off day tomorrow. So the Mets win 5-2. Their record, Met fans were panicking. The Mets were 3-1. They lost 3 in a row. Now the Mets have just won 3 in a row. And now the Mets are 6-4. So what are my thoughts of the game? Look, I'm going to give you my thoughts of the game, but let me go to the box score first. Because the team, the Mets, pulled this off. This wasn't just a one-player game. For example, I start off with Lindor. Lindor and Bichette. Lindor and Bo Bichette were a combined 0-9. And the Mets won 5-2. Lindor and Bo Bichette 0-9 with 1 walk. Lindor came up with the bases loaded in the 7th. He didn't come through. And the Mets took the lead in the 8th. Polanco, big game, 2-for-4. He had that double in the 8th that got us going. Tyrone Taylor, he got on base. He scored a run on an error, I think. Robert Jr. was great, 3-for-5. Jared Young was great, 3-for-3. Luis Torrens, the biggest hit of the game, a 2 RBI double. Vientos, another big game, 2-for-4 with an RBI. Simeon woke up, an RBI double. Benj, not a great game, 0-for-3 with a walk. Alvarez was 1-for-3. Weaver and Devin Williams did a great job. Brazaban did a great job. Look, the Mets pitching, Kodai Senga, 5 2/3 innings. I understand he didn't get the win. I only give up 2 runs. He had a bad 6th inning, but his first 5 innings were great. Shout out to Kodai Senga. He's the Mets' 5th starter. If your 5th starter is doing what he's doing, you take it. Shout out to him. Brazaban came in, 1 1/3 inning, no runs, nothing. Luke Weaver, 1 inning, nothing. Devin Williams had some trouble, gave up 2 hits, but nonetheless, in 21 pitches, he got out of it. So the Mets pitching gave up only 2 runs, and those 2 runs were in the 6th inning. This was an impressive win for the Mets. Impressive win because this was that type of game where the Mets had opportunities. They should have been leading 3-0 easily off of Logan Webb. They couldn't crack him. They couldn't get runs. They couldn't do anything. So not being able to do that, you know, it's tough. So they get down 2-1. Kodai Senga has a bad 6th inning. You take him out. Brazaban comes in and calms it down. But for this Mets team, and that's, look, I want to leave this for maybe a month or 2. What is the identity of this team? Did the Braves win again? Let me see. No, it's 5-5 in the top of the 9th for the Braves. The Dodgers down 6-1. Now they're leading 6-8. Unbelievable. So, you know, that's what I want to keep this. Who is this Mets team going to be? We saw them start off the year going 3-1. Then we saw them lose 3 games, and Met fans were panicking. And now we've seen them respond, winning the last 3 games of this series. And they are, you know, stabilizing themselves. It's early, though. They're 6-4. Giants play the Yankees and the Mets. That's exhausting. I know. Play 2 New York teams at home, and they went 1-6 against New York. That's big right there. So, you know, that's my reaction. Look, I'm really happy for the Mets getting this win, and it was the others. Lindor and Bo Bichette didn't do nothing. Soto You would think Soto not playing last night or today, Mets are in trouble. Mets win both the games without Soto. And even Friday. Friday, you could say the whole game without Soto. The Mets pretty much played 3 games without Soto. They won all 3 of them. You take it. And that's what good teams have to do. There are times with the Dodgers where Mookie Betts is out. Freeman is out. But good teams stay afloat. And the Mets are going to have to do that. Who is this Mets team going to be? Today, they were a team that had opportunities early to be up 3-0, couldn't cash in. Gave up the 1-0 lead, down 2-1. Old Mets teams lose that game. And if I'm not mistaken, the Mets last year, when trailing after 8 innings, were 0-70. They were trailing in the bottom of, in the 8th inning, they were trailing 2-1, and they came back.